being here today and supporting my youth. Thank you for everyone within the commission and outside of the commission for sacrificing your Saturday to support our youth in their endeavors to resist institutionalized systematic expectations and rise above gun violence in Boston. I'm really proud of the work that they've done so far, and I will turn it over to them because it's about them and not me.
All right, thank you. So we actually have our first performer who is ready to, come up and show you a little moves. Anywho, excuse me for my papers. So our first performer is EXO Shakim performing Salam. Give it up, please. Give it up.
Okay. The budget.
How y'all doing tonight? Well, this morning, I got the song. It started with I can't fight, I can't breathe without my brothers. My brother. We come from peace, we can't be beating on each other. My brother. I need peace. Love for my hood. I put my part. Got faith in my hood. We only relate to the same things. Like when we focus and maintain. When we put our fingers in place, blame. When we put our fingers in place, blame. Society's just trying to take us down. Running the culture and shut us down. We fight for the change and let's get it now. Win it now, present it now. What's next? What's new? I'll break it down. It's up to you. Corrupted the kings. We still breaking every chain. Facing the pain. Losing brothers on a day to day. But this gotta change. Break the locks of the cage. We will not suffer. I can't fight. I can't breathe without my brothers. My brother. We come from peace. We can't be beating on each other. My brother. Yo, harmonize hatred, look at all the time being wasted. Our skin is sensation, feel love all around the nation. Key is just patience, even faith, love, and relations. Woo. Distance is the only thing that can break us. Won't settle for less. We're being held in the press, making our way to the crest. It's time to invest into each other for unity, building a better community. These are the colors that shoot me. This isn't new to me. I need my sisters and I need my mothers, and I can't fight. I can't breathe without my brothers. My brother. Yo, we come from peace. We can't be beating on each other. My brother. Yo. We don't be nothing. That's what I heard them say. They wanna keep it from us. Our history, our way. Our misery, our pain. We keep fighting like always. Just victory, our lane, our way. Yeah, we making history. 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 Yo, so I'm gonna need y'all to just hit me with a little. Brothers, brothers, let me go. Brothers, alright, over here. Brothers, yeah, louder, come on, brothers, brothers. My brother, yo, we come from peace, we can't be beating on each other. My brother. I can't fight, I can't breathe without my brothers. Our history, our way, our misery, our pain. We fight for each other, we love one another, yo. Yes. I'm so sorry about that confetti. I did not know it was gonna do that. I can't breathe without my brothers. I did not know it was gonna do that. I really apologize. I mean, but thank you. Yeah, thank you. I mean, we having a good time. Yes, I go by the name EXO Shakim. If you want to come up to me afterwards, I'll give you my card. But thank you guys. We're gonna have a blessed day today. Shout out to all you guys.
for coming out and supporting a great cause. Thank you.
I'm sorry, can we have more applause? Like, my brother out here doing big. My brother. Alright, you're sitting a little too close.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Anyway, in the meantime, make sure y'all check out the tables that we got going out here. There's a lot of resources. My fault. Anyway. But yeah, make sure y'all check out the resources and make sure you guys register so you can get your food ticket and get something to eat over at that food truck over there. Don't lose your ticket. We can't give you a new one.
Boston burgers, bomb burgers. Like they smack, like, smack. All right, so we're going to go ahead and clap it up for those who are here with us today. That's going to be read off by Jamal.
So we're going to recognize Action for Boston Community Development, ABCD. Boston Center for Youth and Family, BCYF. Boston Education Justice Alliance, BEGA. JA. Boston Police Department. Borden Geneva Health Center. BPHC, Bureau of Recovery Services. Casa Mirna. Madison Park Development Corporations. Massachusetts Coalition for Gun Violence Prevention. Mothers for Justice and Equality. Neighborhood Trauma Team. Peer Leader Institutions. Roxbury Youth Programs. Samaritan Suicide Prevention. Sparks, the Art Mobile. Team Empowerment and Zoom Mix.
All righty, can we get one more round of applause, please? Thank you. Can we please have one more round of applause, please? A nice loud one. All right, so I'm going to start off by reading exactly what each organization does. So, for Boston Education Justice Alliance is an organization that advocates for equity access to a quality education for all students and their families.
Our next organization here with us is the Bowdoin Geneva Health Center. The Bowdoin Geneva Health Center Community Prevention Office uses neighborhood collaboration with partners to prevent and reduce poor health outcomes associated with substance use. Prevention Office is to increase knowledge and awareness about substance use issues that affect Boston communities, promote and implement evidence-based environmental prevention strategies, and build long-term capacity with Boston neighborhoods to address ongoing emerging substance use issues.
Casa Mirna is Boston's largest provider of shelter and supportive services to survivors of domestic violence, providing safety, resources, advocacy, and information since 1977. We operate SafeLink, the statewide domestic violence hotline and promote domestic and dating violence prevention through awareness and education. All of our supporters are provided with survivors free of charge. Our youth peer leadership program is designed to teach teens how to build healthy, respectful, intimate relationships and empower them to speak up if a friend or family member is in an abusive relationship.
Massachusetts Coalition for Gun Violence Prevention. The Massachusetts Coalition to Prevent Gun Violence was founded in 2013 after the tragic shooting of Sandy Hook Elementary School in Newtown, Connecticut. As an umbrella organization, the coalition brings together organizations and institutes across Massachusetts to address the epidemic of gun violence that plagues our communities and takes the lives of many of our citizens in the suburbs, the rural areas, and certainly in the cities. Though education advocacy is holding those in power accountable, we still bring about change and will lessen the likelihood of someone who you love or how we love becoming the victim of gun violence.
All right, now, so can we please have the DJ, drop some tunes or whatever, get lit, Thank you.
On Instagram, and I would like for everyone to please follow Youth Rise, r.i.se. Please. That is our Instagram page. It literally has everything from our planning process until today, including a live from our performances, as well as just the interactions with others. So please go ahead and follow that. Also, we have a hashtag. It is hashtag Youth Rise Rally. Please take pictures while you guys are here, post about it, and please use that hashtag. It'll come up, just click it so that we can be able to look back, annually and just look at all of the accomplishments that we have made and just see our growth. So as you guys do that, that'll be great. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. Also, when you have your little red tickets, please make sure you guys go and get your food and drinks from Boston Burgers. The burgers are great. I'm going to hand it over to Jamal.
So I would like to introduce Chief Mario Martinez from the Office of Health and Human Services. Give him a round of applause. Give him a round of applause.
Good afternoon, everybody. Come on. Good afternoon. This is a rally, right? Come on now, right? So I just want to say thank you to all the young people who did this work. The work that we do in the city around health and human services is critically important. The things we're trying to tackle around inequities and violence prevention and addiction and homelessness, all the issues that the city's trying to tackle, we cannot do any of them without being in partnership and in connection and having young people at the table. So let's hear for the young people who did the work around this rally. And the Youth Rise rally and the work that's done in partnership with the VIP program through the Health Commission. We have a variety of other partners, I think Teen Empowerment, Bone Street, let's see, I'm not going to forget, Bone Street Health Center, Mass Arts Spark, Roxbury Youth Programs, St. Stephen's Youth Programs, Madison Park, who did I forget? VIP. All these programs and young people working together to give voice to the issues that we care about around breaking the cycle of gun violence. This is critically important. Too often the conversations that are happening around youth violence in our communities are happening in conversations where there are no youth at the table. And that's problematic because we know that central to every issue is to have young people not only at the table, but part of creating solutions for youth in our communities. Yeah. And so I'm excited to have people here today to kind of lift up these issues. I think the mayor is going to join us at some point here shortly, and I know he cares deeply about these issues. But I also want you to know there's other ways you can get involved and other ways that you can push. We have a mayor's youth council that brings young people to the table to give the mayor guidance and advice. They also help create and spend $1 million of city money every year. And so you can go on the city website and learn more about that. We have our summer jobs programs, the mayor's teen jobs programs through Success Link, where we're hiring roughly 3,000 young people every summer into summer jobs programs. We need more, we know that, but we're definitely hiring more to do that. We have a girls leadership program through the Boston Centers for Youth and Families. I've seen some really powerful, strong young women leading today. So let's hear for the young women that are leading today as well. I appreciate that. And so we have that program as well that's kind of working to help give up these issues and make sure we're focused on them. Let me say this, my first job in Boston, I moved here 21 years ago. I know to most people that means yesterday, but I moved here 21 years ago. And my first job was organizing and connecting with Latino youth in Roxbury, Dorchester, and Jamaica Plain. And I was working around health issues and health equity with youth leaders. And what I learned there 21 years ago is that young people were responsible for pushing us. They were responsible for pushing adults to do more and do better, and to be bold and take risks to solve the issues that we need to solve. And so my charge to everyone here is not only thank you for your voices, thank you for your work, but my charge here is don't let me, as a city official, and I know some of you won't because you do it to me at meetings and other things, and I appreciate it, don't let me as a city official, or don't let our mayor not hear your voice. Give us your voice, give us your ideas, and make sure that what you think needs to happen is happening in our community, because this is our shared community together. Thank you so much, and I'm excited to be here. Thank you.
Let's give it up one more time, please.
Y'all know the sound that one hand makes when it, like, do you know what sound one hand clapping makes? No? It's this. That's a one hand clap. So now you know. What do you know? Imagine this, like there's a rainbow above my head, it's like reading rainbow. No.
Alright, I got a joke. Ready? Watch this. It's gonna make me laugh. Watch this. Ready, guys? Knock, knock. Gotta be louder. Knock, knock. Me. It's me, guys. Get it? I'm there. No? Okay. Just kidding. Anywho. Alrighty, guys. So. Better host. Anywho. Sorry, guys. So we are also going. I'm sorry. We're really goofy. Okay, so I would like to turn it over to another one of our performers. Drum roll, please. And can we please give it up for Project Method?
Can we get like more energy, please? Like these people work hard. You know, they came all the way from East Boston just to perform, and East Boston's still technically a part of Boston. So, you know, yeah. Can we try that again? Please give it up for Project Method.
Alright, so, my mic is mad loud. So that means everybody out there in their mama can hear me. So, we Project Method. I'm kicking off the first song solo. So, this is not Project Method yet, but it's about to be. Alright, so this first song I'm gonna do is called Unconditional. This song's for all the mothers out there, and for all the mothers that, yeah, you know, just you're gonna hear it. The DJ will play it. You guys can come a little bit closer too. Don't be too shy. The stage is like, you see that white line? Don't cross that white line. Bro, you just gotta, bro, you don't want them past the speaker. They ain't gonna hear nothing. Alright. In the meantime, while the beat is gonna get played, I don't got no jokes, but it get me greasy. So I'm Kamari, 19, Project Method. Project Method, we done shows around Boston. We've been around Boston for a while. We performed at the Sinclair, the Middle East. We performed with Dutch Rebel, Oompa, with Trail James, the Whole Hipstery. Also, we opened up for Acrobatic, Legend MC in Boston. We also did the Mother's Day Peace March. We done that. We have a lot of stuff. We also did Unified Fest in Tyler, Massachusetts. That was in the woods. It was crazy. We're also in the Boston Herald. You can find us on Instagram, Project_Method. We also was in the Improper Bostonian magazine with Cousin Stiz on the cover. So if y'all know about that, you guys go check that out. And then we started at Zoomix, which they already probably know now. I don't know if there's technical difficulties with the beat, but we're just gonna wait. So Zoomix is a non-profit organization. Started back in 1991. I feel like I'm giving a whole speech right now. Started back in 1991. East Boston, Massachusetts. It started in Madeline's living room. Now we're in a firehouse. If you guys have not been to Zoomix, you guys should definitely check it out. It's a great place, especially, it's not that far. I mean, actually it's kind of far if you live out here. So we actually on the Blue Line. So if you go, if you know what the Blue Line is, you know it's the truth. But we do everything from radio to songwriting classes to film to beat makers to theater. We have this group called Sprouts. They're like kids from like 7 to 12, and they do a lot of dope stuff. Yeah, I feel like so we just and oh, she's gonna help me out. I guess I'm hosting right now too. You know, get my little host on.
Alright guys, does anyone have any questions for him while we wait for his music to set up? Anything for Zoomex? I lied, we're ready.
Oh, my Q&A. It's not the first song, but nope. That's his song. That's just a, bro, right now we're just teasing y'all with the material right now. For some reason, that one song that I'm waiting for does not want to play. You know what? We're gonna let Mr. JTR hit the stage.
Alright, what's up guys? How y'all doing? My name's Chad Williams, but I go by JTR. You guys can call me Chad or Jack, either one. This is called Love Craze. Yeah, yeah. Now lately things been kinda crazy. Yeah, girl. 'Cause I don't see you in my world. You picked me up when I got lazy. I got it together, and my problems seem so small. The best thing for us is just we kicking it. We wildin' out in the world that we living in. We gonna go and on it, it's so passion, but they know that we going just a straight old action. Why? Because we love it, we really passion. Understand and look at me, but you know I'm acting because it's Jack on this stage. But they understand that we going to a new page. We writing our own stories like we're just sage. We wizards, we look at everything in snow like it's just blizzards. It's kind of falling, but I know it's just appalling. Why could they understand love is just stalling? We just kicking it, we kind of just cool. You understand that love really got one rule. Always show people love around your own neighborhood because they understand that it's really good. It's just good. Now lately things been kinda crazy. Yeah, they have, girl. 'Cause I don't see you in my world at all. Where you been now? You picked me up when I got lazy. Yeah. I got it together, and my problems
yeah, y'all. Come on, come on, come on, come on, y'all, yeah. If y'all ready to rock tonight, I said tonight, if y'all ready to rock this afternoon, you say yeah. Say yeah. Alright, so we fixed the technical difficulties. So this song right here I'm gonna do is called Unconditional. It's for all the moms out there. And if y'all vibe with it, hopefully y'all do. Alright, DJ. Alright. Yeah. Check it out. Come on, check it out. Come on, check it out. Come on, check it out. Yeah. Oh, this mic's too loud. Yo. Ain't nothing worse than seeing your moms cry. Ain't nothing worse than doing a 9 to 5. It's now or never. It's going to get worse before it gets better. This is what I tell you. Ain't nothing worse than seeing your moms cry. Ain't nothing worse than doing a 9 to 5. It's now or never. It's going to get worse before it gets better. This is what I tell you. Hustle through your lifetime. To others it feel like a decade. Section 8 footsteps through the dark. In order to survive in these days, it takes a lot of heart. Keep my rhyming game sharp, and the dudes I flow with even sharper. Can't control your temper, the streets will use you. Refuse you quick, mimicking what you see around your folks. Blowing weed and fast and slow slips, in and out of court dates. A lot of back and forth stuff, got most cats in shape. Ain't talking physical wise, can trap or hustle without wits. You can't count bread without the fingertips. I picture myself in 10 years, no kids, but with a shorty holding on to her hips. With all sorts of kicks in my closet, with underwater coming out the faucet, with the drips in the back. I know you like that, and this is for the ones that always told me I wasn't it. I'm doing fine without you, now go get a grip. And this is for the ones that always told me I wasn't it. I'm doing fine without you, now go get. Ain't nothing worse than seeing your moms cry. Ain't nothing worse than doing a 9 to 5. Hands up, it's now or never. It's going to get worse before it gets better. This is what I tell you. Ain't nothing worse than seeing your moms cry. Ain't nothing worse than doing a 9 to 5. It's now or never. It's going to get worse before it gets better. This is what I tell you. No hope. Walking with the rope you tripped on. Raw structure only made me flip on those who didn't understand me. Thoroughly built from a block where nobody was lyrically skilled besides me. My eyes leave you registered, I leave you seeing. Stuck to reading and writing, big kept me in the calm. Household with hip-hop until nobody got in it. I kept stones and pyramids rocking without blocking the exit. Taught the rest how to act, landlord passed out. A few eviction notices, mom dukes dodged the bullet even though she pulled it. Crowded rooms, sunny days, movies still depressing. Wakes and funerals was always the topics of discussion. Especially when you came for nothing. Let me see you with your hands up. Come on now. Ain't nothing worse than seeing your moms cry. Ain't nothing worse than doing a 9 to 5. It's now or never. It's going to get worse before it gets better. This is what I tell you. Ain't nothing worse than seeing your moms cry. Ain't nothing worse than doing a 9 to 5. It's now or never. It's going to get worse before it gets better. This is what I tell you. 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 Ain't nothing worse than seeing your mom's cry. So this next song we're gonna do is called Don't Shoot. We wrote this for a play, company one play. So this song is about like gun violence, about police brutality and stuff. So if you guys like it, hopefully you do. Alright.
I've been rewriting this verse over and over again, realizing I'm living in a cycle that will never end. Robberies and homicides happen all the time in the hood. It ain't even feeling seeing the mama cry. Jakes are shooting at little kids if they stray talk, cause it'll never make the news. Hard for us to prosper. Silence blurring louder than trap music. We screaming silent cause the white man got all the colored people muted. Most of y'all is blind to the bigger picture. And Pappy said, if you don't get killed, then the state will deal with you. My loved ones been in and out the courthouse. They've been making money selling dope right out the dope house. It's all we were left with by the government. They breaking for the same drugs we started to them other men. They killed our people, left kids without their fathers, yet somehow they sleep real nice, they feeling bothered. All I can do is stay to myself, avoid the cops at all costs until I make it somewhere else.
The artists gather, avoid the cold, harmful streets, through my thoughts and feelings over other people's beats. Running out every single sweat and damn tear. Just trying to make this music my declared career. Every song beat there, built off true survival. Hoping I could be hip-hop's real revival. Stay with determination to break the mold by combining both the new as well as the old. Colorboy who use music just to believe, not trying to be on the floor, just trying to breathe. Cause they already looked at like a constant suspect. Realize that how I've been the system subject. Looking for the life of the news kills that Joe. Will never think authority kills another young boy. And that someone took a while to see. That boy on the news could've easily been me.
Yeah. Check it out. Now, Then the rap, break between your nails lit, shot the wall, another man's body rap, street listener, through the wickedest times, a rare species, one of its kind, they used to seeing our people behind, no remorse, we fighting our own wars, what's the North Korea, the badge beat the difference between us and them, when our people die, we become equal. Don't let them fool you, I was taught not to trust them, they evil, I've been teach you. In this case, I'ma bite the hand that feeds you. You swear on what? These gems and stems above the ring. Light starts to get dark, that's when the shots begin. It's easy to hate us, your shorty loves our skin. I move slowly, watch closely, hoping the lie you don't approach me. Ouch, these words, they hurt me, but you can always take it me. My body might be free, but my mind, they change, sustain the pain that's hard to remain. Aim at the jury and its testimony. I got a hard mindset, like I did time in Fort Knox. Cold shivers, wink of inches, more smoke than Gladys Knight in the pits. And don't ask why these thugs grip. Y'all should be asking when y'all still letting bullets rip. We're Project Method.
Thank you so much.
And thank you guys for rocking with us. And can I get a yeah? Say yeah. Make sure y'all follow Project Method on Instagram Project Method under.
Our Instagram is project_method.
It's too many underscores. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna confuse my mind.
That's one. What are you talking about?
Well, I go to BTS.
Hi, Neil. How you doing? That's great. Feeling the vibe? Are y'all feeling the vibes? Wait. Let's try that again. Are y'all feeling the vibes? Okay. Let's do it one more time for Project Method. All right. So we're gonna kick it off to the DJ for a few moments. Let y'all, eat some food, get something to drink, relax. One more time for Project Method. I'm sorry. Let's pop it up. Thank you. DJ spin the tunes.
Bossy, Godfather, man a OG, man a half humble.
Please come towards the stage, Neil. Stage. Please, very important. Quickly, come to the stage. Smiles. Please, make your way over to the stage.
DJ.
Just kidding. No, please come over to the stage, please, guys. I'm asking. Please make your way.
Did you just bring a chair?
Please make your way over to the stage so we can have someone else speak, please.
I know y'all can hear us. Thank you.
Alrighty. As you guys can see, we have a special guest here today, and not Rashad. But I would also like to open up the stage, please, to our mayor. Please give a round of applause.
Let me, first of all, sorry I'm late. I apologize. The boss is here. I don't want to get upset with me. I want to thank, first and foremost, I want to thank the young people of our city. We are blessed in Boston to have some incredible young people in our city who are leaders, who are not afraid to speak up, who are not afraid to do, and that's what we need right now, and I want to thank you for that. So how about a round of applause for our young people? I have a couple of cheat notes. I want to thank a couple of organizations, just so I don't forget. Boston Public Health Commission, VIP Youth Organizing Institute, BPD, thank you very much. The Shannon Community Safety Grant Initiative, all the folks that are part of the Shannon Grant, thank you very much. All the organizations that are here, thank you very much. Real quick, you know, I've been mayor now for 4.5 years, 5.5 years. And one of the hardest phone calls that I receive is when the commissioner calls me at night to tell me that we had a shooting in the city of Boston, and that shooting resulted in somebody losing their life. And oftentimes I'll go to the scene, or next day I'll have to talk to the parents or friends of the person who's lost. And when I look deep into it, it's usually the same thing over and over and over again. It's young people that had a lack of opportunity, ended up hanging with a group of people that they thought were supportive of them. They got caught up in something that was not legal, and oftentimes leads to violence. And then when you look a little deeper into this, you find out, how did the young person get access to a gun? 60% of those guns come from other places, 40% roughly from the state. Most of them, all of them are illegal, most of them are illegal. Most of them should never have found their way into the hands of people in the city of Boston, or the city of Chicago, or the city of New York, or the city of LA, or the city of Atlanta. And we keep asking our national leaders to help us with this. And every time somebody sees a national tragedy, like we saw in Parkland, and we saw in El Paso, and we saw in Dayton, there's uproar and people are angry, and there's rallies and there's protests, and there's conversations, and you hear some leaders come out and say, well, now it's about time we take action. And then time goes by, and the next day, the next news cycle, there's something else in the news, and all of a sudden we seem to forget what happened to the violence in those cities. And when you look at America, every single day in America we have a mass shooting. We might not have one that's in the newspaper like Parkland, we might not have one in the newspaper like El Paso, but we have kids and young people and people all across America in every city that get killed. Not every day in every city, but enough if you say in the course of the day how many people lost their life in America today due to shootings. You're certainly going to be in the numbers anywhere between 25 and 50 a day for all across America. Most of those young people and people that get killed, they don't look like me. They look like our young people that are organizing this rally today. And I don't see and I don't feel the sense of urgency in Washington to do something about guns. Let me tell you what the legislation of a background check would do, real quick, so people understand it. Somebody walks into a store in another state and they want to buy a gun. In a lot of places, the background check is maybe 7 days, and if you don't have a background check within 7 days, you can buy the gun. You can buy as many as you want. There's no registration. You don't have to register. We don't know who owns the guns. We know somebody's bought the guns. And over time, those guns ends up being sold out of the back of a car. And they end up in the streets of Boston. So they were purchased originally for whatever intention it was in a different state, and they end up in streets like Boston, Massachusetts, and other streets across America. And if we had a background check and some tougher gun laws, we're not even talking about taking guns away from gun owners. That's not what's being advocated here. We're saying that if you buy a gun, we want you to have a background check. I think if you have a gun, you should have to register the gun. I think if you buy a gun, you should have insurance for the gun. Because anyone here who buys a car, you have to register your car, and you have to have insurance for your car. And if you don't have insurance for your car, and you don't register your car, you get pulled over. You could get arrested, but I don't know if that happens in Boston, but the point is you have to do that. Why not the same thing for a gun? I appreciate these young people being here today and rallying. And I appreciate the young people that came before them and rallied. And I appreciate the young people that came before them and rallied. But when is enough enough? We have a leader in the United States Senate, Mitch McConnell, who said before the summer started, we will take a piece of legislation up and pass it in the Senate. When the summer ended, maybe he had too much sun, he came back and said, well, I'll pass legislation if the president signs it. That wasn't his word. On the bright side, there is great things happening. Look around this park today. And all over the city of Boston, there's not net rallies, but there's young people that are being leaders. These guys are leaders. You don't have to be a mayor, you don't have to be a governor, you don't have to be a sports celebrity. They're not leaders. Leaders are people, one person who rises up and does something special. And I know there are people in this park today that lost loved ones. And I know you buried kids and you buried cousins and you buried friends. And I want to say to you, our heart is with you. And our prayers are with you. And I want to thank the press today. Because there's a lot of press here today. And the press that's here today isn't here to cover me all this stuff, I don't think. They're here to actually cover this event. And that's a big thing. Because when people watch us on TV tonight, we need you to get angry. We need you to call. We need you to call Congress. We need you to call your senator. I know our senators and our congressional delegation in Massachusetts, they're all on the right side of this. They all support it. But we need them to know that we have their back and they need to put pressure on people in Washington to take this vote up. When you get elected to office, the first day you get elected, it's a glamorous thing. It's great. You're happy, you're great. The hard part about being in elected office isn't about being elected. The hard part about being in elected office is that sometimes you have to make difficult decisions and difficult choices and take difficult votes. That's something that they're not used to with the Republican-led Senate and 2 years ago the Republican-led Congress. Instead of taking the tough vote that they got elected to take, they just hide behind the leadership, and leadership doesn't take the bill to the floor. If I governed as mayor like that, yeah, everyone might like me, but we get nothing done. That's not who we are. So I'm here today to show my support and to lend my single voice to this fight, to this epidemic, to support our young people, to support the organizations that are doing incredible work in the city of Boston. I want to thank you for being here today. I want to thank you for doing the fight. When I come to a rally, I see young people, some of you are smiling, some of you are smiling, but you're here. Sometimes I'm not smiling, and that's okay. But I want to thank you. I want you to know that your city council that's here in Boston supports you. Your state representatives and state senators who represent Boston support you. I want you to know the city of Boston supports you, because when I ask people out in the street about it, people say this is awful, it has to stop. To the young people, any young person that's caught up in something here, you don't have to raise your hand, but do me a favor. Grab me or grab one of these leaders here and say, listen, it's time to change. It's time to break the cycle. It's time to, on the shirt, time to break the cycle of gun violence. There's nothing cool about being connected to people starting trouble. The cool thing is actually being a leader and going out and doing something positive. That's the cool thing. Thank you very much for coming out today.